Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing phenomenal. Today I decided to give you guys another story time on how, hey guys, I nearly got kicked out of high school years. I nearly got kicked out of high school. I nearly went to, like, what are the colleges that people go to, like, after grade 9? I think it's FET college. Yeah, I nearly went to an FET college because, wow. And besides that, I actually nearly got shipped off to KZN. No jokes, I nearly got shipped off to KZN in grade 9. Anyway, let's get into the story time. So the story time happened when I was in grade 9, 2017, in term 3. Yes, in term 3, because there was technology day. So you know how in our high school, we're in term 3, we never got marks for technology by doing assignments and whatever. We got marks for technology by doing technology day. Okay, cool, sharp. So technology day is fast approaching. I am depressed because, no man, I was depressed about something. Okay, I was like, you know what, I wasn't having it. I was sad, I was whatever. So I decided, no, on this very Monday, I will take alcohol to school. So I tailored alcohol in a normal water bottle. A normal water bottle that at the gate, they're not going to be suspicious or anything. A normal water bottle, I'm off to school. Now, in my transport, in my transport, it was me and another girl. She was in grade 8. Damn, we're old. Yeah, so in my transport, another grade 8 girl had joined. Let's call her Faith. So Faith had joined the transport and I was in the transport. So I'm busy drinking my water in the transport. Then Faith asks for water. I'm like, it's not water, it's ABCD. And then she says, oh, okay. You know, grade 8s are trying to be innocent and everything. She's like, okay, sharp. So we get into the school. Faith takes a sip. Yeah? Faith takes a sip, sharp. So I think our registered teacher, let me call her Mrs. Dragon, because that teacher never liked me and I never liked her, and she was just a dragon every time when it came to my disciplinary hearings. So Mrs. Dragon wasn't there. Yeah? So she was there, but I think she was in a meeting or she was just late, because she thought she was a slave queen. Anyway, so my whole class, we go to Mr. Stroud's class, alright? I don't even know if that's what happened, but I know that in the morning we were at Stroud's class. So that the week before, somebody had brought space cookies to school, and I think it was another girl in another class in our grade though. But then her friend was in our class. Let's call her Joy. So Joy was in our class. Yeah. So Joy ate those space cookies, and obviously you know that weed stays in your system for a really long time, for like 2 weeks or so. So okay, sharp. Monday, I brought the alcohol and get. Faith took a sip and get. Now we're in Mr. Stroud's class. We're waiting for period 1. We're doing register, sharp. So my class was naughty. Everyone knows that. My class was naughty. So it was me, it was Joy, it was... I'm going to call the boys by their names, honestly. It was OT, it was Obakeng, it was Mohau, it was Slow. I don't think Junior was involved, but because those were like his friends... But no, Junior wasn't involved. I don't think Junior drank also. So I'm just going to leave it by those boys, alright? So OT asks for water, and I tell OT it's not water. Nevertheless, he drinks. Obakeng drinks. Mohau drinks. So now, hi. Now you can see it's settling in. Now we are all warm. We are nice and warm. Guys, I didn't see when Joy drank. I didn't see when she took the bottle. I didn't see anything. Okay? So our first period was... Everyone knows that woman doesn't laugh. She doesn't smile. She doesn't do anything. Everyone knows that woman does not smile, laugh, tell jokes, nothing. So, I said it was me, Joy, Oti, Obakeng, Mohau, and Slow, right? So Nketane's desk was right here in the corner of the class. So she put the naughty kids in front of her, because when we were on that side of the class, we'd be sleeping, laughing, doing whatever. So hey man, in the morning I should have seen no, this day was gonna flop, hey? Anyway, you know, every time when I think about this story, I just laugh because I'm there like, what the actual hell? Like, the way this story just flipped against me again. And remember, guys, I was already sad and depressed about whatever. So in front of Nketane, it's Slow, it's Obakeng, it's me, Mohau, it's Oti, it's Joy. You know. So that day, Miss Nketane decides she's gonna do accounting. Guys, when she said she's doing accounting, I started shaking because I know she's gonna ask us questions, and now she noticed that the naughty kids are quiet. I mean, even though we sat in front of her, we never used to keep quiet, we'd still continue talking. But now she notices that we're quiet, and then she asks Oti, are you okay? Oti's like, I'm fine, man. The thing is, guys, the bottle is still in my bag. And you know, I'm still taking sips. And then Obakeng asked for the bottle and he's still taking sips. And then, you know, so I think she caught on to that, or she could smell it. So she says she's doing accounting today. Guys, this is where I'm now like, this is where I got annoyed, because now Joy is now acting snacks and whatever. So now Mrs. Nketane is like, Joy, what am I doing? I remember you drawing flowers. I'm like, yeah, ne. Guys, Makenge, do you see what it means to drink with small kids? Makenge. Like, the way all of us just turned around and looked at Joy like, never again. Never again. So, okay, fine. Ma'am keeps quiet and Nketane keeps quiet about it. The bell rings. Guys, I was so happy when that bell rang because I couldn't hold it anymore. Like, we're not talking because we're scared that if we talk, we're going to, like, she's gonna smell it, right? Okay, sharp. Now, we get to the field. It's technology period, but we get to the field to start practicing for whatever we're gonna do for technology day. Guys, as we're there in the field, she told Joy to stay inside the class. Ne? Hey, there we said, each man for themselves. Each man for themselves, we don't care. I bet Joy, we're gonna say she ate space cookies. Hey, when we get to the field, we finish the bottle, I throw it away in the dustbin. Guys, the period didn't even end without the security coming down. And like, when we saw the security, we just did like... Now, I'm not saying Joy snitched, right? But you know when you are either intoxicated, you either just blurt out things. So we never blamed Joy or she snitched or whatever. But we also, like, we thought about the fact that she was intoxicated. Besides the alcohol, she still had... No, man, guys, she ate the weed last week. But like, Joy was like weak. She was very weak. Weed, alcohol, whatever, she's weak. So we knew that she's the one who told them at the office that who has the alcohol and who was drinking. Sharp. Are you guys gonna judge me if I put a gown on? Guys, I'm cold. You know what? It's fine. Let me just speak as Ella. You guys can't even see my fingernails are coming out. I'm cold, yo. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so now the period didn't even end till the security came. You know, when the security came, she was that... What was her name, guys? The Mamzo, that one we had a colite. I think it was Lebu or Lebukhang. I don't know, but that's the same thing. I don't know. But the Pakile one, the one who had a colite here. Yeah, that one. And she's like, Andile, what did you do? I'm like, me! I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Then she's like, Andile. I'm like, the mums. She's like, Andile. I'm like, the mums. She's like, let's go to the office. I'm like, what? She's like, they're calling you at the office. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. As we're going up, Tulani, the other security, is coming down. Was it Tulani, guys? Was Tulani there since we were in grade 9? I don't know, but I'm just going to say Tulani. I don't know if there was another security. I'm just going to say Tulani. So Tulani comes down. Now he calls the boys. OT slow, Bageng Mohau. I think they called Junior also. We get to the office. Sandra Stein is standing there. Her name is not Sandra, but Stein is her name, surname. So Stein is standing there. She's like, you all know Stein. Andile? I'm like, what? Yo, guys. There I knew that she knew and everybody knew, and that's it. You know, we are drunk. Everyone knows that. That's it. Hi, guys. Stain's like, we have to go test. I'm like, I ain't testing for shit. You have to call my parents. You have to call my mother for me to test. Guys, one thing about my mom, when they call her at school, she will not answer immediately, first of all. Number 2, if they tell her to come to the school, she will not come, period. That's it. She will not come. She just won't come. Okay? Shut. Stan's like, no, Andile, you have to test. We heard A, B, C, D, and then we have proof of the bottle. They found the bottle. Like, they went in the dustbin and they got the bottle. Shut. And you can still smell the alcohol in the bottle. Shut. So I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna test till you call my mother. Until my mother says I must test, I'm not doing anything. Okay, sharp. Guys, she kept quiet. She looked at me and I looked at her. And she looked at me and I looked at her. And she looked at me again and I looked at her. Miss Dragon came. Miss Dragon's like, Andile, I can't believe you did this. I'm like, you guys better call my parents because I ain't testing for anyone. I'm not gonna pin anything till my mother says yes, or till my mother sits here and says yes. Guys, are we not trying to drink water? So they left. So we're trying to drink water because we're thinking, you know what, it's gonna flush out of our system. We're drinking water. Now, it's not that we're paranoid, it's just that we messed up and we're in trouble now. But like, we also drank on top of that. So now, okay, sharp. You know, it's... Sorry guys, like I told you guys, every time I think about the story, I just think about how immediately when we got into Mketana's class, I should have felt that, you know what, everything's just gonna fuck up from here. So at the office now we're trying to flush out the alcohol with water and it's not working because we're also laughing. Stain comes out again. She's like, you're still not gonna test. I'm like, you still haven't called my mother. She's like, you're still not gonna test. I'm like, you still haven't called my mother. Miss Dragon's like, we need you to fill an incident report. I'm like, I didn't even cause any incident here. I didn't cause an incident here. No one's hurt. Everyone's happy. Because we were happy, really. Okay. Hi. They can see you good to know they're wasting their time talking to me because I was gone. I was really gone. Guys, I was 15. There's no way I had the control that I have now when I drink. Shut up. Hi. Oti's like, I just saw a car, guys. A black car. Whose parent drives a black car? As I said, I know exactly. My mother's not going to come to school. It was like maybe government 9 so because our first period was what? Yeah, our first period was EMS. So maybe government 9 so because we were sitting in the office for a long time. For them to call all of our parents. For them to call all of our parents. Auntie is like, guys, whose parent drives a black car? I didn't even think about it, guys. I told myself that my mother's not gonna come. Even though she answered, she's probably saying whatever, or she's probably swearing them. I don't think my mother was gonna pitch up. Whose parent came first? Did I not lie to myself? Did my mother not prove me wrong in every aspect? She proved me wrong. She proved everything, every ounce of confidence that I had in me wrong. Because when I'm like, Oti is like, Andile, is that not your mother? I'm like, my mom won't be here. My mom is like, oh, fuck. Yo, guys. My mom pulls up. She doesn't come one man. She comes with my guardians. Husband and wife. She comes with my guardians. And you know the original black mother look. She's just there like, cause we're chilling in the sun. We're trying to make the sun absorb the alcohol out, guys. Yo. You know, when I saw my guardians and I saw my mother, I just became sober. I just became sober. First of all, my guardian, the husband, my guardian, he was once the chairperson of Middle High's SGB when I was in like grade 6 or grade 5, right? So Middle High still knows him. All the teachers still know him, you know? Number 2, when we got into the boardroom, the chairperson of the SGP was sitting there. So it's ex-chairperson and new chairperson. And that new chairperson, we all know that new chairperson is not a nice man. He is not a nice man. Guys, this was my first time in a disciplinary hearing in my high school. So, yeah, guys, when I got into the office, I wanted to shit myself because when I saw the chairman sitting there, I wanted to cry. I just wanted to cry. Like the alcohol in my body said, you on your own, nigga. I became sober. Joy's mother also pulled up. Now the girls' mothers are there. Hi guys. Now I don't even know if Mgetane saw it with us or saw it with Faith, guys. Remember I told you that Faith had a sip. Faith's parents pull up. I'm like, okay, so the person who snitched or whatever probably heard me from the morning that I had alcohol and saw me giving Faith. It was probably like, when we search, everyone's there, so they probably overheard my conversation, the person who snitched, because there's no way Faith was supposed to be involved when Faith wasn't even in my grade. Wobble. Okay, sharp. Guys, Faith's parents pull up, Joy's parents pull up, my mother sitting there with my guardians, and they're like, yeah. They're like, so who brought the alcohol? I shepherd bomb. What must I say? They already know it's me. What must I say? I shepherd bomb. They're like, Andile, I'm like. Now Stain is looking at me with a smile on her face. She's like, are you ready to test? I'm like, I've been waiting to test. Yo, my mother's like, I'm like, so everybody's parents pull up, like the girls. The boy Ozzy and them, they're still chilling outside. Their parents haven't pulled up, but the girls' parents, me, Joy, and Faith's parents, they pulled up. Okay, bye. I go test sharp. Faith goes. Me, Faith, Joy go and test. We come back, Stain's reading our results. And now she starts with Joy's results. So Joy's results, remember I told you guys that Joy had space cookies the week before? Joy's results, the weed line it's so black. The line for weed was so black. Like, she only had weed in her system. And I think, guys, to be honest, those tests were lies. I don't think that test was for alcohol. I firmly believe it was only for weed. But anyway, they said the weed line is black. Faith, they were like, no, it's just faint, Mine, they're like, no, it's faint, but it's almost dark. I'm like, how is Joy's one black and mine faint? That's how I knew that those tests are useless. My mom Shopper's smile. My guardian, you know. Vele! Andile such a naughty kid. Andile does what? Andile does what? Andile does what? I'm like, so. So now Stan's like, no, and that's not the only thing Andile did. The entire class is intoxicated. I'm like, no ways. Wait. It's definitely not the entire class. It's not the entire class. Maybe there's about 6-7 of us, but it's not the whole class. Now, when we got out of the office, or like they gave me a date for my disciplinary hearing and when I should come and whatever. Oh, then I got suspended. Then for what? 7 days. Yeah, I got suspended for 7 days. So when we got out, hi man, my mother's like, where are the girls? Oh, my mother's like, where are your friends? Because then she knows Lwa, she knows Bolandile, she knows all of my friends. She's like, where are your friends? I'm like, no, they're in other class. Supposed to never fun. I'm like, no. Oh, what's it? And then, and my mom is very soft-spoken, you know? She's soft-spoken when she's trying to ask you something, but not when she's trying not to get angry. She's very soft-spoken. But when she's angry already, she will become another dragon. Guys, Miss Dragon and my guardian, they're here. And the chairperson is listening to them, guys. They're here. I couldn't even say anything. I couldn't even fight for myself anymore. Faith's parents are looking at me as if I'm some mad child. They're like making our child joke. Faith's dad though. Faith's mom was chilled. Faith's dad, you know, guys, I've never been scared of somebody else's parent like that. Yes, says, let's not talk about Joy's mother. Joy's mother and my mother nearly bit each other's heads off in that office because Joy's mother's like, yeah, this is not the first time Joy has been like this, which means it's Andile's problem. And then my mother's like, Andile's not even your daughter's friend. I don't know what she's saying. Your daughter is friends with mang, not my child. Anyway, after that disciplinary hearing, you know, I was thrown under the bus by my guardian. I was thrown under the bus by my guardian, honestly. And then as we're going home, they said you can take your child home. As we're going home, the car ride is quiet. The radio's not even on. When we got home, my mother I had a straight up. My mother bumped me by the tail of the straight up. She said 1 into the slamming door. She said 2 into the sliding door. She slammed me twice into the sliding door. She's like, embarrass me one more time like that. Embarrass me one more time like that, and I swear to God, you and KZN will be best friends and you'll fly through the sliding door. Guys, when she called my dad and she told my dad what's going on, my father's like, you think you're gonna stay here? Yeah, I'm here so straight as KZN. I don't have time to look after you. Because my dad was a chef, so his career is very demanding. He was barely at home anyway. He has to be at home like at 11 and stuff like that. So he's like, you think you're gonna stay here with me? No ways. You're going to KZN. There's no way I'm gonna look after you. So my dad told me that there's no way he's gonna look after me. He told me if I ever behave like that again, he is personally gonna come and whip my ass in front of the whole school. So yeah. After my disciplinary hearing, that was after my disciplinary hearing, I was suspended for another 7 days to make it 2 weeks. Yeah, I think I was suspended for another 7 days. We were all suspended actually, but I couldn't talk to my friends because I didn't have a phone. But I used to steal it. I found it and I used to steal it. And then I think the second time when I got suspended for like the second 7 days, my mom realized that I could find my phone and then she hid it somewhere else and then I couldn't find it again. But besides that, guys, remember I told you it was technology. Remember how I told you guys that it was technology week? When we all came back from suspension, we had 1 week to practice everything that we did not know. So we practiced what we could, and actually it was really good. It was really good. I completely forgot the results, obviously, but it was really good. I saw a very good mark on my report, so I believe that we did exceptionally well. Anyway, that was the last time I did something that wild in high school, because they told me one more. Because the thing is, they said last warning, and I didn't know at that point. I didn't know what a last warning meant. I didn't know that a last warning only lasted 1 year. But if you were the Khash's friend, probably like 6 months, 4 months, that. But they said last warning, and that was the last thing I did in high school that actually put me in shit. Why am I lying? I got suspended again in grade 11. But it was a suspension where I blown at the office. But I did get suspended in Salah. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching the story time. To be honest, grade 9, that was the best class I've ever had in my entire schooling life. Like, ever since, I'm talking about grade 1. That was the best class I've ever had. It was just, every single time they found something about somebody, cocaine. Apparently there was a rumor about cocaine, and they said it's 9.5, and they were like, cocaine, guys, we're 15. How are we supposed to be doing cocaine? But yeah, there was cocaine issues, there was weed issues. It was always come back to us, and Miss Dragon was so annoyed. That's where she even hated me even more. She was so annoyed that I'm the one who brought the name. As a grade head, you're supposed to have the best class, but as her when she was grade head, she had the worst class, honestly. And I'd like to see her one day. I'd really like to see her one day, yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching that story time. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, let's thank you guys for watching that story time. I just find that story so hilarious, how I got blamed for making the whole class drunk when I didn't put a gun to anyone's head to drink whatever I brought to school that day. And everyone knows that every time when I do that, it's never just one drink, it's 7,000 drinks combined. But thank you guys for watching that video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see each other in the next video. Bye, guys.